Yo, what's the word? What's the word? Your boy Deke back again with another vid reacting to Steelers Giants Week 1 highlights. I thought it'd be a fun idea. Let's go back. Since I got the new setup and everything, I'm way more organized with this shit. Let's go back, watch the Steelers season through highlights. So Steelers Giants Week 1, let's watch it, let's react, see what we missed, see what we forget. Let's get into it.
Five receiver look. Ball comes out quickly and it's complete on a
who was it? Slayton. Yeah, he had a pretty good game. He was able to torch our cornerbacks a little bit. Danny Dimes didn't play too bad. Maybe I'm jumping the gun with saying all this shit, but yeah, they were able to move the ball on our defense a little bit. Man, I miss seeing Devin Bush as our starter. Oh my God. I completely forgot about that. First punt return. Did they score a touchdown or did they kick a field goal? I can't remember. I cannot believe that. It was literally the first, I think, when was it? It was 2-3 weeks after that. We had McLeod be the permanent punt returner. Okay, yeah, they ended up kicking a field goal. Yeah, it was a good goal line stop. There he is, the GOAT. The GOAT. Come on, Connor. He set you up perfectly there. Wide open. Dude, Bud Dupree was on a tear. I remember us talking about this on the podcast. He might have been the best player on the field that night. He forced the, I think it was the interception when he hit Danny Dimes' arm. Big play there, too. There he is. He's finding his rhythm, finding the rhythm. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 9. The dime to Claypool. How could we forget? How could we forget? I watched those Claypool highlights. I think I watched this like 3 or 4 times. So if you already seen that, we don't need to do that 3 or 4 times on this one. It's fine. We all know it was a dime. And that was Claypool's coming out catch, I guess you could say, where we're just like, oh, damn. Claypool's going to be pretty good. Ah, shit. Why they got to show that? There's no reason to show that. Boswell, money. Really good year from Boswell. Really good year. Dude, they carved us up a little bit on defense. It was a closer game than what the final score was. Yeah. There was some controversy after this, whose fault it was. Joe Hayden, Steven Nelson. I can't remember. Come on. It's his first game back after season-ending elbow surgery. Give him some time to get in rhythm. It'll be all right. I'm predicting 3 touchdowns. Oh, yeah, nice pick by TJ Watt. Was that his only one all year? I think it was. There it is, on the money. Ebron. Is Connor out by now? It looks like Snell's getting some time. Little fade ball to Juju. Touchdown. Is this when Juju does the pylon celebration? I guess not. Boz misses an extra point. I swear Juju does some pylon celebration where he gets up to the pylon and puts his like face up against it.
Jones in heavy traffic flips it short. Barkley's got room. Saquon still running hurdles.
That was Barkley's, I think, only positive play. Oh, the disrespect. I forgot about the disrespect of Fitzpatrick. Their offense was pretty good. They were moving the ball. They just had some bad breaks. I mean, right there's a perfect example. What was this call? Yeah, that's pass interference. That's a push off. Holy hell. Vince Williams was on a tear the first half of the year. Big hits left and right. Tackles for loss. Sacks. Oh, the juke. The juke. Get out of my way. Oh, come on. What's the line doing? Oh, there it is. Oh, my. Was this a sign of things to come? With the drops, man. Tyson Alualu also had a good great first third to half of the season.
Dropping very deep in coverage as Jones pump fake, scrambles and flips it off to Barkley behind the line. Saquon.
Yep, another great play, Devin Bush. Man, it hurts to see Devin Bush, man. We missed him. James Washington, clutch catch. Yeah, don't we get one right before half? This was a clinical 2-minute drill.
Quick throw. Schuster-Smith flips short. Smith-Schuster running again.
Yeah, all the receivers had a really good game. Like, I think every receiver had like over 50 yards. Oh, there it is. The QB sneak. Wise move to slide. And this was a touchdown. James Washington jumps over people. Yep. Yeah, all 4 receivers, I think, had really good games. James Washington, Deontay, Juju, and Claypool. Well, Claypool didn't have 50 yards, but he had a couple catches. And then, yeah, Washington, Deontay, and Juju all had really solid games. Either touchdown or like 50-plus yards for each of them. Oh, man. Dude, our run defense was unbelievable this game. It was so good. That was one of the keys. It was like, you got to stop Saquon Barkley. He's, like, Danny Dimes is showing promise, but the offense runs through Barkley. Even with stopping Barkley, though, we could not stop the pass. Like, they were able to move the ball on us. We got pressure. Yeah, like Darius Slayton.
From the pocket, Jones trying to escape, stays alive. Can he scramble for another first down?
Danny Dimes could move a little bit.
Barkley. Stutter steps. And coming up.
Do we hold him to a field goal? Oh, this is the interception. Bud Dupree. Yep. Cam Hayward with the hands. Let's go. How close was that to being out at the 1-yard line instead of the 20, the touchback? Benny Snell. Is this when Benny Snell starts rolling? Does he fumble it here? I think he does. Juju gets it. Yep. That was the one mistake by Benny Snell the whole game. He played really well, though, coming in for Connor. We just talked about it on the podcast, too, about, like, the perception of James Conner last year and how at this point, maybe, he might be a little bit underrated because if you look at the numbers, over 900 total yards. I think it's like 930, 940. I think he had like 20 or 30 receptions. This was all in like 11 and a half, 12 games with a shitty offensive line. So maybe Connor, just the perception of him at this point is that he's a little bit underrated. But I said one of the main reasons for that is because when Benny Snell balled out, it seemed like those were the best games that we had running the ball. So this game with Benny Snell, it seemed like he had a really dominant performance. We were ready to crown him as RB1. And then the Bengals game, when Benny Snell went off, our running game was so bad, and our offense was looking pretty bad too. He ended up getting like 80 or 90 yards, and they were like tough yards too, so we were pretty pumped about that. There wasn't a game with Connor where we were like overly excited from what I remember. I mean, he had a pretty solid game against Jacksonville. That was at a point in the season too where we thought our running game was shit. But it didn't seem that dominant. And then all the other good games at the beginning of the season, like the Broncos, the Browns, the Eagles, it didn't really feel like we needed them that much. It was more of like a really nice balanced offensive attack. Well, I guess you could say with this one, we had a nice balanced offense. Ben had 3 touchdowns, some nice timely plays. All right, this is the celebration. Yep.
This is fun. This is what he had in mind.
26-10. Yeah, we kind of start running away with it a little bit in the fourth quarter, but it was a lot closer those first 3 quarters. Benny Snell had the fumble. If they recover it, different story. If they don't have the turnover in the red zone, maybe that's like a double-digit point swing right there. But we made the plays, man. This was a good victory week 1. It was just, I remember, it was just awesome to get the NFL back. I was so surprised that first Thursday night whenever it was Kansas City and Houston, and then the Sunday games. I was just like in shock to see football again because of the whole COVID stuff, and there was all this uncertainty. Will the season start on time or not? But man, shout out, we got the NFL. And it was just awesome to see the Steelers because there was so much build-up. We were the Monday night game. We were one of the last 2 games. We got to see every other team play. Big Ben coming back, so it was awesome. Yeah, that was the game. Is that it? They going to show anything else? Okay. Must be a good run.
Looks good tonight.
They give us that first down? 4th and 1. What do? We go for it. The Claypool reverse. This is the start of it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the Week 1 Steelers vs. Giants highlights. I plan on doing this on a regular basis this offseason, maybe every 2 days, day or so. I think I'm going to try to record the Broncos one today. Maybe I'll drop it tomorrow or the next day. Outside of that, hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Stay chilling and peace.